Hello everyone. Um, this is a little video on the thing I like most about beekeeping, and it's this. It's a nice, reasonably sunny day. I'm in Ravenston. The trees are greening up, most of them. It's a very nice place to be. It's very quiet, apart from somebody pigeon shooting down a few fields away. And I'm just sitting here watching the bees, which is what I enjoy most about beekeeping, however ridiculous that might sound. As I said, it's a reasonably nice day today. This is hive number 6, which is quite a busy and very well-natured hive. And I saw the queen there a week or so ago. And this may be faintly embarrassing to admit, but I quite enjoy just sitting here watching them. I'm not kitted up in any sort of way. I haven't got a suit or gloves or anything on. I put the chair here, leave it for a little while, come and sit down. One or two of them show a little bit of interest, but not very much. And then they leave me alone because they've got better things to do. And because I'm by the side of the hive, I don't get in the way of what they're doing, which is quite a lot of things at the moment. So on a nice sunny day, it's quite pleasant to sit here and just watch them doing their stuff. As you can see, it's fairly busy. They're bringing in shitloads of pollen, great clumps of the stuff. They can carry something like a third of their body weight, half their body weight, something ridiculous. And it's just very relaxing. They come and they go, look at the pollen that one just took in. And here's another one just coming into land. Oops, no, changed its mind, gonna have another go. Oop, no. And they come and they go. It looks sort of vaguely chaotic, but it's anything but. Bees don't do anything but chaotic. They are extraordinarily organised. And although there's quite a lot of activity at the front there, another one, load of all the pollen seems to be yellow at the moment, as you'll probably see. Yeah, and so they're coming and going, and you think, okay, well that's fair enough, but this is, if you like, just the visible side of what they're doing. There are bees there. There's one there checking out a dead body, decided to leave it and go back in the hive. Or orange pollen's just going in there, yeah, and there's another one underneath the landing board. And that dead bee there has probably died inside the hive, and what they do is they will drag the body out because they want the hive to be as clean, as hygienic as possible. They don't want dead stuff around. Now, the dead bee is obviously about the same weight as one of the worker bees, and so apparently what they do is they just drag the body out, no mean achievement, leave it there, and then it dries out. And then eventually, when it becomes very dry and sort of flaky almost, then they will pick it up and fly away with it and dump it somewhere, because again, they don't want anything nasty in the hive. You can see, and there's a light little one there, little light brown there. Oops, she's changed her mind. So most of these bees you see here are the mature ladies who have been out foraging, and they're bringing back pollen. And they're bringing back nectar, and they will land and they will go into the, excuse the pun, hive of industry, boom, boom, that is inside. You probably know from some of the blogs that I've done, and if not, there'll be a short pause while I just show a little graphic. That bees have very specific things to do depending on how old they are. They don't just wander around doing what they feel like. When they're young, when they're first hatched rather, their job is to look after the young uns. As they get older, a few days older, they develop the ability to produce royal jelly, which they then start to feed to the young uns. And then they go through a whole cycle of things. Wax making, what's called in I think in the photograph there, burial duties, or undertaker duties rather. Their job is to clean everything out. They drag all the crap out and leave it on the landing there. And it's only when they get to be about 3 weeks old that they first fly and leave the hive and start doing what you see. And they will go out and they get their pollen. I'm just going to turn around. There's some very bright orange stuff there, I don't know if you can see. She's having a rest. She's a bit tired, I think. Move a bit closer. Yeah, they will bring all of this stuff back, and just as they go in the entrance, just there will be bees waiting for them to take the nectar from them. So they then just turn around and go straight back out again. And the bees that have collected the nectar then will go up into either the brood box here or the super here, put the nectar that's started to be changed into honey into the little cells. There will be bees in here and in here who will be fanning that nectar with their wings. Once the nectar has been converted into honey that they can digest, they fan it with their wings to get the water content down. So there's just masses of things going on inside here, as well as outside, and it's strangely hypnotic. I watch them and just wonder what they're doing and what they're about. They have no concept of me sitting here. One of them came and landed on the top of the camera and then wandered off. They have no interest in me whatsoever, and this is the most restful thing you can imagine. So that's what I like best about beekeeping, not getting honey, not staging some intellectual battle with them, certainly not going to markets and selling the honey. It's just being around. Oh, one of them didn't land very well there. She took a bit of a tumble. Just landing here, just sitting here, minding my own business, minding their own business. And that's pretty much it. So, what I'm going to do is absolutely nothing. I'm just going to leave the camera running for a couple of minutes. So if you're bored, then you can stop now. But the camera's just going to go on for another couple of minutes, just watching them do what they do. What was the point of that? There she comes again. And there she goes again.